Hello and welcome to Goa 365. There is this major issue which is burning all over the state. It's about this double tracking coupled with coal, mole, environment, everything. It's ignited a lot of embers that had, I think, been dampened because of COVID for the past 7-8 months. Also, another thing which probably has lit the fires is that coal was a big issue in Vasco in many areas. One, elections. There are new parties, the BJP, the government is not functioning that well, the Congress, the opposition, I don't know, I'm not going to comment. But anyway, welcome Father Bolmax, Captain Viriato, Cecil, Advocate Samant. Welcome to this show of ours. Yeah, I would like to start with Captain Viriato, who's been very much in the thick of things. He and Abhijit Prabhu, you all had this major rally on the when you all blocked the work at Chandor of this double tracking and all that, and the visuals are playing there along with our power minister, the great. So could you give us the status of the FIR and what exactly is happening as of now? Then we will go to Father and Cecil, and then ultimately legal Advocate Samant. Yeah, Captain, go ahead.
We have just been told, we came to know from the media that some FIRs have been filed by the government. Now that is, it is a manifestation of the weakness of the government. You know, they have admitted that they are very weak, and that is a great victory for the people.
Okay, let me just interrupt. Let me just give you the details. An FIR has been filed under sections 143, 147, 341, 149, read with 149 of IPC. This Dr. Advocate Samant will be able to give us details later. And it has been filed against Abhijit Prabhudesai, Freddy Travaso, Sandesh Telekar, Vikas Bhagat, John Douglas, Crescent Antao, and unknown. The IO is Mahesh Velip, Sub-Inspector. Just to give you the details. Yes, Captain. Please go ahead.
So, in fact, since they have said unknown, if they can give us the date and time, there will be thousands of these unknown people who will come and are ready to give our names, you know, in whatever form, whatever identity they want, Aadhaar cards, voters card, we are all ready to give. You know, we were feeling so proud to be part of this, because incidentally, an irony that the Chief Minister had inaugurated the Vigilance Week, and we all came to keep a vigil of let's see who's going to destroy our village and our beautiful Goa and the future of our children. So
the visuals are playing on screen. I don't know. I'm sure you'll be able to see the visuals of that day and of the other are playing on screen as of now also, Captain. Yeah. So what is it now? How you all are going to go about this thing? This is the present status, no doubt. But like any legal remedies, anything like that, as far as this FIR and the ninth is issued.
Yes, there will be the legal route has to be taken. But at the same time, this has acted as a dose. You know, it's like a dose which now is going to ignite, because it was a very peaceful coming together of the people. It was like a celebration of democracy. But this filing of the FIR, they couldn't have done anything better than that to get a whole of Goa now, you know, on the streets in the night. I mean, last few days, few evenings, we have been touring all villages, and we have been telling the people, next time, please give 5 hours of your sleep for the future generations. And the way they are responding, believe me, Mr. Glenn, government will probably privately admit that they have done the biggest mistake of their life, and whoever their advisors are, whether the collector or the IPS officer, we are so thankful to them that what we couldn't do in a short time, they have done in one shot by filing FIR.
Okay, Yeah, thanks, Captain. Father. Now, before I go to Cecil, I want you to give us a general. We've had this talk earlier on this very channel about the general environmental issues and why the people are so. Why the environmentalist NGOs have come together to oppose this 2-3 projects of the government, where the Power Minister is on record saying that these projects will go on. Father.
Well,
Father is also Father is also a doctor in environment, so Father is there, but he's also very much an expert in this. Father, please.
Yeah, right now when the visuals that I can see on the screen, I can see the youth.
Yes.
And before talking about the environment, I say आता सध्याचा माहोल जो हा environment just around us is as the youth are saying in their own slogan, जाले रे गोंयकार जागे जाले रे, by heart झाला मुझे ते म्हणतात ते जाले रे गोंयकार जागे जाले रे. Finally and thankfully गोंयकार जागे जाल्या, हांसो येता तोंडाचेर. राग येतालो पयलो, आतां हांसो येता. राग येतालो कित्याक आमचो एनवायरमेंट, आमची सृश्टी जे डेव्हलपमेंटाच्या नांवान जे पिड्ड्यार जावपाक लागला तो व्हडलो कन्सर्न जाल्लो आहा. Not only the environmentalists and the NGOs, but something to be appreciated is youth. Youth have understood. Environmental science is one of the subject that is compulsory in the schools, colleges, everywhere. And म्हाका दिसता government had taken a good decision to introduce this environmental education in the syllabus, and now these youth are aware. So forget about the experts and forget about me as a doctorate in whatever, but these youth are coming and questioning, अरे आत्मनिर्भर जावपाचें जरी तर आमी आहा, आत्मनिर्भर जावपाक एकूच आमचे लागीं उरला तें रिवाइव agriculture. And the principal part of this youth group is the Chikali Youth Farmers Club. They are basically into farming. And the impact of the coal dust, that is, as the studies have brought before us, so dust flies at and pollination that is supposed to happen in the rice fields, they realize, अरे आमचे ते स्टिग्मा आहा तेजेर जरी तर येवन कोळसो बसलो जाल्यार पोलन ग्रेन्स आहा ते हुंच्यानसान बसतले मागीर. And how we are going to get rice? आमकां सगळे पोलूच मेळटले. And they are also aware of the coconuts nowadays. See the size of our coconuts. See the yield of our coconuts, especially going along the railway tracks. जयसर आतां coal transport जावपाक लागलो आहा. Check the size of the coconuts and yield of the coconuts. People are complaining coconuts are becoming small, coconuts are not yielding. So once again, I see that as this transport of coal or the dust that is flying is getting into the fertilization. So full जाल्ले आहा पण फळ जावपाक मेळना. आणि आतांच जरी तर इतले जाल्यार the quantum of coal that is going to be increased as the reports are saying, and the reports are prepared by government. The AECOM तेंचो एक report जो आहा, the amount that is given इतलो कोळसो जरी तर गोंयांतल्यान पास जातलो जाल्यार the estimates that we have seen is almost entire Goa is getting covered, because the coal is being transported or proposed to be transported by waterways, by railways, by roadways. So that means entire Goa is finished. And double tracking, especially through the Mole National Park and Bhagwan Mahavir Wildlife Sanctuary. Amka Madhav Gadgil, who is an expert in the Western Ghats, has already recommended. He had recommended to other states also, Kerala also. We know what has happened in Kerala by going against the recommendations that were given by Madhav Gadgil and the committee. Madhav Gadgil and the committee has also recommended to us not to play with the Western Ghats. And the protected areas destroy kotta jalyar, we have to think about the biodiversity, we have to think about the trees, we have to think about the entire topography. जी माती जी आहा थिंगा आमच्या दोंगरांचेर ती बेस्तीच उरोन ना, थिंगा ती झाडांक लागून उरलेली आहा. सो इतली झाडां जरी तर आमी कातुत्ता फॉर द सेक ऑफ सो कॉल्ड डेव्हलपमेंट, which the government is saying it is for your good, your good. Youth are saying if this development comes and आमी जरी तर ना हो development चोवपाक आणि हो development enjoy करपाक जाल्यार for whom are you doing this development? So scientifically, the youth who are learning today, studying environmental studies, they know very well that entire thing is connected. Biodiversity is connected. It is not that only plants can be separated. फकत झाडां कुशीन काडून दवरले आनी उरला तें ना. सगळें कनेक्टेड आहा. झाडां कातरली जाल्यार माती आहा ती पिड्ड्यार जाता. माती इन द सेन्स दोंगर जरी तर कसळ्ळे जाल्यार आमच्यो नदी ज्यो आहा त्यो सुकपाक शकता कित्याक झरे आहा ते फुटचे ना, उदक थिंगा उरचें ना. उदक जरी तर ना जाल्यार परतून इट इज अफेक्टिंग द प्लांट्स that are already there, the animals that come for those water holes that are on the western ghats, and even आमकां दिसती पडना ते जंतू जे मायक्रो ऑर्गॅनिजम्स आहा तेंकाय बीन अफेक्ट जाता.
Father,
So हे सगळें पडून
I'll just interrupt you on this. I just want to get to Cecil because we are like just another 10-15 minutes left before we Cecil, now we've just seen you there at Chandor, and you were we brought you out from the middle of an agitation. So tell us exactly what is the mood on the ground, what exactly is happening, because you've been part of this right from Orland to this. Cecil.
I think so. The frustration level has crossed its level because we got together and we wrote a letter also to the deputy collector asking for an appointment with the collector because he didn't turn up that day on the site, which is his duty. Because when you have around 10,000 people on ground level, where it could have been a law and order situation, he should have been present there, but he didn't be there. He ran away from his duties, his responsibility, and on top of that, he didn't even meet any of the people who had signed on that letter. If you can see where I'm coming out, and Albertina right now, I can see the visual also where Albertina is reading out. The people have been treated like, like they don't care at all for us now. They have decided they will do this, they will continue. But they have forgotten that every citizen has fundamental rights. And we have, according to the Constitution of India, Article 19, that we have the freedom of speech and expression. That is, we can sing, dance, shout, we can express how we want. It is not violence. An FIR has been filed on whom? 6 people. How you can just name the 6 people when there were thousands of people there? I was present there. Why my name is not there? And there was nothing negative. But you can see, there was a candle. Were they scared of a candle that they would burn the police station or would burn the railway tracks or something like that? It was a peaceful candlelight march. And I don't understand, if any of the 6 had done something wrong on that day, they should have been arrested on that day. Even the deputy collector didn't say anything when we walked inside and we spoke to her. It is a shame. Even the police actually were very cooperative. I don't know from where the pressure has come right now and who's put the pressure to put this FIR. It is a very, stupid, actually, stupid. After 3-4 days of, the whole protest getting over, that they have filed this FIR.
Maybe it's because of the 9th, Cecil. Maybe it's because of the 9th.
The 9th, obviously. And what you'll do with 6? You'll have 10,000 plus 20,000 more people coming. Who they're going to file FIRs? How many more cases they will keep filing? It's a sad situation, but ground level the heat is on. And if you can see Captain Verieto, Father Bolmex, they have been out on ground level getting the youth pumped up. I also have been pumped up along with them. And it's amazing to see youth coming out now, because youth are the now, and they have to come out, and the children are coming out, the women are coming out. Today, if you can see Chandor, it was amazing to see children, even the dog was there. My friend had got her dog also along for the protest. Like, whole family.
Specify which dog.
5:30 in the morning, my friend Kalila brought her dog. So it was like a whole family, but there were 2 boys, and all of us were there up till 5:30 in the morning. And it's amazing to see the strength. I don't understand how blinded this present government is, that they don't hear the people. That it's very important that they should connect with the people.
Yeah, Cecil. Yeah, thanks. Now, Advocate Samant, what I would like you is to bring in, of course, it's a little bit of a balance, because a section of the people are really upset and some are okay, generally in Goa being Goans, indifferent. And also there is a legal angle. So if you could balance it out for us and put it out on a more leaving out
Yeah.
the what do you say, the
Politics,
heart
politics.
and the emotions out of it, if you don't mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Advocate.
Yeah, first of all, they have been booked for rioting, or wrongful restraint, and unlawful assembly. Now, I will
Okay.
not go into the legal nuances much. Now, first of all, I would say that in a democratic setup, in any democratic country, a person has a right to protest however wrong he might be, however absurd his views might be.
Absolutely.
But that even protests have to be in a legitimate and a legal way. Now let's see, I am a lawyer and a judgment goes against me. What do I go? Sleep in the corridors of the High Court to say that no, this judgment is not correct? I have to challenge that. I have to seek permission. There are designated places which are now I might be upset with some central government notification. What do I do? Go to the Parliament House and block the street? Or there are specific places which are mentioned, go there and in a legal way protest there, go to Ramlila Maidan. So is it right for a person to go and block the railway line, to disturb the flow of proper? Now that is what I take exception to. You want to protest, nobody is stopping you from protesting. In a democratic setting, of course, as he said, Article 19(1)(g), you have an absolute right to live your life, express, speak, and say whatever you want, even hold a protest. But then protest has to be in legal and a democratic way. You cannot hold entire setup to a ransom by blocking some transportation or some movement or roads. That is what is that is where these people have gone wrong. You want to hold a protest, hold it in a legitimate way. Now point was made by father that there has been so many things which are going to happen to environment. Then fine, you have to go to the green tribunal or go to the court, bring it to their notice. Is it not a democratic way? If are you trying to say that court will not take the cognizance of it? Now that has not been done. You want to take law in your own hand. They have got all the permissions, all the approvals, all the necessary this. Even the tender has been issued. Now, do you mean to say that environmental laws have not been taken? Whatever permissions were required have not been obtained. Now, if permission has been, now once if I have, let's say I am constructing a house, I have got all the approvals and permission. Can people come and protest against it? And that too, can they barge and stop actual work there when the work is going on? Now, if you feel that particular permission or an approval have been given by a wrongful way in violation of law, then you have to go to court. There are forums which are established. Now, you don't do that. You take law in your own hands. You stop everything, take everybody to ransom, and then you try to come before the media and try to say that no, I have a right to express myself in such a fashion. Now that is where I take exception to. Of course, you have a right to protest, however bad, however wrong you might be, and however wrong opinion you might hold. You have a right to express, but that has to be in a democratic and a legal way.
Okay, Doctor, I think Cecil is like little upset with what you're saying. So Cecil, I give you first right to reply, please.
Me too.
So is there any democracy left? I would like to ask lawyer, sir, is there any democracy left? I have been arrested without sitting side of the road and I have been pulled and arrested. Today, everything has been done under illegal.
So you are doing it to take revenge of that.
No,
It is not
let her talk. Yeah.
Lawyer, sir, let me speak. I don't think
please
you
go
have
ahead. Go
faced this coal dust. Alright? And I think so. I don't want you to have an oxygen mask in few years or for your family members. I have been born and brought up in Moscow. I know the situation right now. And you won't believe it, with the double tracking coming up and the coal passing by, that fine particles that Father Bolmex was talking about. You're a lawyer, you will not understand anything about fertilization and about pollinization. You will not understand it.
Absolutely.
You will not understand it. No, that's my opinion.
Madam, even you will not understand. You are also not an environment. This is the problem.
If you want to understand the subject, you have to come on ground level, and you're sitting in your office right now. I'm outside here at a protest.
I think you need to take him with you, Cecil, for the next protest. Invite him for the next protest.
On ground level and voice up, because the government doesn't care for the people. Democracy is dead. So we have to show the government that we are here to fight and we will come out. We've done the right thing.
Captain,
I will answer. I will
think,
answer.
Cecil, I think you have to invite Advocate Samant for your next protest.
Yeah,
Give me a minute.
No, I think we should take him to the fields. I'll take him to the fields and do some farming.
Yeah, I think, I'm sure he'll do it. Captain, next.
Cecil, you are from Vasco, I am from Pedne. I'm a Pednekar. If you think I don't know about anything in farming, I know all the plants.
Sir, we are all Goinkar.
I know Goinkar. Forget about Pednekar. I totally agree. I totally agree with that. Let me get Captain on this.
I don't want to eat coal, and I don't want people of Goa wants to eat coal.
Just a sec. Just a sec, guys. Just a sec.
I know all the plants by their first name. Trust me.
What is the use of knowing all the plants and you are not down on protest with us?
Guys, let's shift this debate. Wait, one second. Cecil.
I'll explain.
Captain,
I'll explain you one.
Captain, please go ahead. Yeah, Captain.
Before I come, since Mr. Samant said about Pednekar, Mr. Pednekar, you have to be very grateful to us. तुमचे पेडणे काबार झाले, but we have gone to Perne to save the Pednekars from the casino culture which is going to come. Your fields have been destroyed, bought over by the casino people, and we are fighting.
We are also fighting.
No, you are not there. Swabhiman.
What are you talking about?
They are also there in that fight. Yeah.
What are you talking? We are fighting for.
Coming back, Mr. Glenn. Coming back. See, this law and legality and democracy we are talking about. There has been a lockdown from 25th of March. 25th of March there has been a lockdown. So if you see, most of these destructive projects have been executed and are being pushed with full force. Time after the lockdown, जेन्ना आमकां सांगले तुम्ही भितर बसा, and तुम्ही जाणा गोंयकार, they took the government's word at face value. We didn't come out. We cooperated with the government. But on the other hand, government started pushing for these projects, whether it is coal-related projects, double tracking, or national highway expansion, or the 400 kV line through Mole, even Naushi project. There is a minister who is now pushing in for that mini India at Kelchi. The people have reached out to us today. So imagine what is the intention, where is the legality of the so-called approach, these courts and so thing. So today we filed a case in the court. It is taking time. The courts also are seized under COVID. There is online hearings happening. So if we wait for that, now as Mr. Samant said, peacefully आम्ही साइडीक बसपाचे थंय कॅन्डल घेवन आणि ह्या साइडीक ते डबल ट्रॅकिंग करता. What did we achieve? We don't mind going to jail. You cannot you cannot achieve your country's goal by sitting inside. History has proved revolutions are required. Youth are on the ground. Germany, if you go back, there was East Germany and West Germany. It was this peaceful protest by the youth who came out. They didn't take guns. They didn't riot. Today Germany is one. Today we are on the ground. We have come out despite COVID danger to save our land, which was handed over by our forefathers, including Perne. We want to save this land for the next generation.
Absolutely. This is something I don't think even Advocate Samant will disagree with you, Captain. I don't
nobody
think.
Is disagreeing. Absolutely nobody is disagreeing. Absolutely nobody is disagreeing with what you are saying. We are only on the manner and the mode. Manner and the mode in which this agitation has been handled.
Yeah, anyway, we will agree to disagree. Father, we will agree to disagree. Father.
See, I began with saying that I appreciate your right to protest.
Yes.
In a democracy, right of dissent is the most important right. There is nobody says, but that also has to be conducted in a peaceful, democratic, and a legal way. That is what I say.
Father, we are almost out of time, Father, and I would like to give you last just to end in a minute, if you don't mind.
I will very much agree with Advocate, Amsa Goinkar Advocate. It has to be legal and in Sogle, but it is not only for the people. What about the government? Is government doing it? Has government followed all the procedures properly? Were there
Yes.
public
No,
consultations
yes,
carried out for
sorry,
this?
sorry, they have not
Yeah,
said
yeah,
that.
yeah, where?
That's
Show us,
what that's
show
what the
us.
claim is.
Not
That's
forward,
what
sorry,
the,
sir.
that's
No,
what the claim is.
So
Now, if
you
you
can
feel
claim, don't
no,
defend the
That is
government.
a wrong
no,
claim.
no,
It's
not
14 claim, sir. 14
see,
claim.
listen. If that is so, then the court would have stopped it. The battery is already seized in the court.
We have all the
Prime
documents.
officer.
Oh my
We have all
God.
the documents.
So
and
then where is the problem? Then
Yes.
where is the problem?
So why is it not-
The problem is the very
take the
issue that we
situation.
are fighting against.
Take the situation. Take the
If you are
situation.
telling us you sit
Take the
inside
situation.
and go at Ram Lila Mandir, or sorry, Ram Lila or
Listen,
somewhere
Maidan,
protest over
Maidan.
there.
Listen,
and the protest
listen,
that we
listen.
are. Let me complete, sir.
Okay.
Let me complete.
One small question. You can answer both together.
Yeah,
One small.
okay.
Let's say tomorrow court said there is absolutely nothing wrong with the project. All the approvals are there, and this project must be going on. What happens to the agitation?
Let
and
the
what
court
hap-
say.
and-
Let the
and
court
what
say.
happens-
See,
what
Let the
happens
court
if
say.
the court
It is
says
not.
that
It is
government
not
was
so
wrong?
foolish as government.
So ultimately, you are saying we are going to go by the court order. That is what you are saying.
Yes,
Of
yes,
course.
Mr.
How can
Samant,
you presume that court is
That is
trying
what
to
you are
say
saying.
Advocate
So
Samant,
therefore,
Advocate
how can you
Samant,
presume, sir?
Captain.
Yeah.
Advocate Samant.
Mr.
Sir, how can you
Samant,
presume that court is going to give? Is it already fixed?
No, I have
It
not
is
said.
already fixed.
Where did I
Then
say
how can
that?
you say?
No,
It
then
was
Don't
a
say. Then don't
See,
say. Then let our right to dissent be respected.
yes.
And if we are if we are dissenting, it is peacefully केलं and people have been very peaceful. There was
Okay,
no violence. The only thing you are saying is okay, stopping the work. It had to be stopped.
Yes,
because
that is what- that
is
is not
exactly
the-
what we were protesting. And
That
that is
is
what we have
illegal.
demanded by memorandums and by
That-
letters, by
that is
requests,
what
by
is-
everything. And the
that is
government
the
is not
illegality.
listening. And when
Yeah.
the government is not
Okay,
listening,
guys.
people have
That-
to come
Father
out
Ballmax.
and tell the government stop it. And that
Okay,
was the
Father.
only way to stop
Yeah,
it.
We have given
Father, we have
memorandum.
Doctor, Captain Cecil, we've lost Cecil in and out, range issues. But guys, thank you very much. We are out of time. Thanks. And this, I promise you, we will continue. Same panel, give me. But now I cannot go any further. Thank you very much. And hopefully, see, all of us are Goans. All of us love Goa. The means may be different. Advocate Samant is a lawyer by profession. Now, father is an environmentalist. Besides that, he has got his own social and religious responsibilities. Cecil, firebrand. I know her since the road issues. Captain, I know, at least I know of him, but I know him because this is, I think, second or third of this. But all of us love Goa, and there are I'm sure to the road to say to Margao, there are different ways. You go by Ponda, you go by Agasai, you go by Vasco. Roads may be different, but I think we are all looking forward for one. It was a good discussion, heated discussion. Thank you very much, and we'll be back.
Thank you.